Welcome to Breakthrough with Lou, Daybreak Edition. Time to rise and shine with Coach Lou. If you can have the best day ever, why wouldn't you? You're just seconds away from just that. Your best day ever. Get ready to be inspired, grow, and show the world who you are. Grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever makes you happy, and let's get ready to chat. With no further ado, Coach Lou will be with you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here's Coach Lou.
Guys, welcome back to Daybreak with Coach Lou. It is another beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida. Wherever you're at, chime in. Let me know where you're at. Let me know how beautiful your day is today. Have you ever had an idea or a dream that you knew was just the one? This is the one. This is the big idea. This is the $1 million money maker. This is the time to go. Did you dream it? Did you maybe even plan it and it never happened? Or it started to go and then fizzled? What was missing? The action, baby. The calculated true action you needed to get this off the ground. And that is where the pavement meets the pavement meets the rubber meets the road. I was making sure my mic's up high enough so that you don't miss a second of Daybreak with Coach Lou. So seriously, guys, do you remember over the past few days that we have talked about nothing happens without the dream or the idea initially, right? Then second, you got to have a map or a GPS, aka a plan. You got to have a plan to get this stuff to happen. Okay, without a plan, you wander lost. We use that example of the plane. If it takes off and it's going to its destination and they're going to get off track they got to get back on track. They got to know exactly where they're going to land or they're going to crash that baby. Well, that's the same way with your life. You know, there was a story years ago about a guy I knew. It was actually me, because my dad had heart problems. And I remember when I was younger, I thought, wow, you know, one of the things is, you know, people with heart problems, they shouldn't be startled. Sleep, being woken up abruptly, and all kinds of stuff like that can have a negative impact, right? So I thought about creating this alarm clock, this slow wake alarm clock that would gently start to play some music and also you'd lighten up the room like a sunrise, like natural circadian rhythm. Okay, I personally don't like waking up the alarm clock. I prefer to wake up before the alarm clock. I set an alarm clock in the event that I don't get up earlier, which is not very often. But the story, I tell you this because it was a great idea. It was motivated in a dream of, you know, how can I help other people not, you know, maybe die earlier like my dad did and stuff. So I was like, you know, oh, this is $1 million idea. You know, I can create it and get a prototype built and blah, blah, blah. I had an idea on what to do. It was exciting. And I never started. Then one day I see on TV or something, the slow wake alarm clock, and it's gonna, you know, it's great, and it's good for cardiac patients, and it's good for this, good for that, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, son of a, they took my idea. Someone stole my idea. Well, really? Where was my idea? Right in here. I didn't tell somebody. I didn't offer it to a company, and they ran and cheated me out of the deal. Okay? Somebody else came up with the idea and had the cojones to go to the market with it. Okay? They went to market with it. I didn't. That was the difference. The action. And you might say, well, you were young. You didn't know what to do. You're right. And I started to, but I didn't really have the plan. So the map was really missing. And I never did anything. And that's what we're talking about today. Okay? So once you decide what you want, you go, hey, this is my dream, this is what I want, you plan it, right? Like we talked about, you make that map or GPS it by getting a course or a coach or, you know, something that guides you along the line, or a software outlines what you need to do. Okay, you commit. Now you got to be committed. You can't just toy with anything. Anything you just toy with, you're never going to get. Okay, you got to be all in. And that doesn't mean 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That means you have dedicated time each and every day, each and every week that you work on this dream. Doesn't mean that's all you eat, sleep, and breathe. You will burn out. Okay. And we tend to do this. I tend to do this for you guys sometimes. You got a lot going on, and I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And I got so much I want to create. And this is a year you're going to see some massive new courses coming out and stuff. But I also got to pace myself so that I'm not like burned out sick. Okay. So, there's that balance, but you got to really commit that is your 100% in. That means you will do what it takes. Okay, it might be some long days. It might be some short days. It might be one quick decision. One tiny action gets you more response than 50 big actions. Okay, and you find that in marketing sometimes, that doing something small gets you a great result. And you go, wow, something that had to be a fluke. No, maybe you should learn from it. Like anything in life, and I'm guilty of this. I'm not picking on you. I know you think you're going, that sounds a little tough there, buddy. No, but seriously. What I'm saying is I've done it too, where I'm like, oh, that had to be a fluke. That couldn't have been that easy. You got to work hard for everything you want. And I still believe that hard work gets you somewhere. But the honest truth is you got to plan, commit, and then you got to take action. Even if it's imperfect action, it will lead to success or learning, which then tends to lead to success as long as you learned and adjusted, even if it didn't work the first time. Hear me on that. Take the action, even if it's not perfect, even if you don't know everything to do, you got to do something. It'll lead to success, possibly, maybe sloppy success, or it's going to lead to learning, which tends to lead to success, because when you learn what works and what doesn't, you do more of what works and less of what doesn't. Oh my God, I am so sorry to burst your bubble that this morning was going to have a major chain of events and a major, what do you call it in the book? Table of contents of how to take action. It's just that simple. You have to do it. Okay? If you want what you want. I'm not telling you what to do, but you hear me on that? Don't you think that more action is better than no action, right? Think about that for a second. Now, let me tell you something that helps me do this. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, I'm perfect and every day I just do everything perfect and my time is perfect and this, that. No. Some days I'm a train wreck, guys. I'll tell you what. And so if you're going, well, it must be nice to be you, coach. Some days I'm a train wreck or a tornado, they call me at the office, or whatever it is. Some days are better than others. But the fact is I got a tool for you to use, and it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it is actually called the 5-second rule. And I wish I could tell you I came up with this because it's brilliant. I learned it from Mel Robbins. I'm sure you probably heard of Mel Robbins. And if you hadn't, go on my website and go find this post and get her book. It's on all of our sites. I've got links to it because it really impacted me wonderfully. But it works so well that I got to share it with you. Okay? Not everything I'm going to teach you is just my own creation. I'd be crazy to think that's the case. There are some absolutely brilliant mentors I have learned from. And there are people I've learned one thing from and go, wow, that's amazing. And then kind of learned what not to do in other arenas. Not everybody's perfect. Not everybody's a perfect match. Not everybody's your perfect coach for each person. I might be a great coach for somebody where they go to Mel and go, no, you're 100 times better than Lou. And somebody might go, no, I melded with Lou better or something. But that's not the thing. We're all in the same thing to help. And that's the circles I want to be in. But let me tell you about this 5-second rule that Mel came up with. Okay. And what it does is it takes away the ability to procrastinate and also teaches your mind when you say go, it really freaking means go. See, that's the thing. A lot of times we, like for instance, a cold plunge, you dip your toe in and go, oh, that's cold. Let me think about going in. And other people go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get in the damn cold plunge. I say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every single morning of my life before I get in the cold plunge. I still don't just saunter out there and go splash. No, I walk up to it, go, maybe a couple choice words, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boom. I also have a sayings. I say I'm a force for God, I am a force for good, I am a gladiator, and I do not negotiate. If you put a watch to it, it's about 5 seconds. So you might not go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You might have something that takes that 5 seconds. Now, there's something magical about that 5 seconds, and get Mel's book and read about it. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing because it works. Okay? It is one thing that if you use it, it'll work for everybody. It doesn't matter where you were born, what your last name is, male, female, how old you are, what your income is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will kick you in the butt and get you to take action. Okay? So Mel's take on this is that, when you count back to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you act before your brain has time to talk yourself out of it, and in certain cases before someone else has a chance to steal the thunder. Let me explain that too. So what I mean by that is, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you don't have a chance to say no or negotiate it's going to be cold, or it's going to hurt, or it's going to be scary, or I don't know, I'm afraid, I don't know if I want to invest some money in my own business and my own beautiful future, because you are a beautiful person. Why not invest in you? Okay. The other side of that is it could steal your thunder. Have you ever been sitting in a meeting or the classroom or somewhere else and somebody asks a question, you go, I got the perfect solution. And you go, what if I sound stupid? And somebody else goes, hey, I think we should, hire this firm and put this in place and do this, that, and the other. And you're going, son of a bee, that was exactly my plan. They took my idea. Here we go again. Oh, he took our idea. We didn't spit it out. We didn't give birth to it. Well, I'm not going to give birth to it, but you know what I mean. You're being funny there, guys. But, seriously, if you're not the one that says it, it's not your idea. But that's where you lose your thunder a lot of times. So my take for today's purpose on this is that if you take immediate action and you make a decision, when you make that decision, many things that are going to be a dream for most or a goal.
Catch Coach Lou live for Breakthrough with Lou, Healthy and Wealthy with Coach Lou, Small Biz Talk with Coach Lou, and Clad Coach Lou After Dark. See all the show schedules at lou.live. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, passion, and always live your dream. Tune in at lou.live.
Are going to have multiple decisions, action points, okay? So the better you get at this, the faster, more efficiently, and easier it'll be to take action, okay? Hear me on that. So you might have a whole project ahead of you, and you go, there's more than one little action I got to take. Well, the first action, especially when you're starting a project or a business or anything else, better happen within 5 seconds when you go, I have resolved to do this. Sorry about the shake in the video. I smacked the studio desk. I get a little excited with this stuff, but seriously, okay, make that decision, take an immediate action. You might say, well, there's many steps to this, coach. It's not like I'm just going to open up a complete business overnight, but you could send that first email to, maybe you're opening a brick and mortar. You could send that first email to a property manager and say, hey, I'm interested in this location. That's your first action. That's your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit down, write that email. Okay, it's not, and if you email somebody to request information on a property, a business, that doesn't force you into that particular one. You might go, what if that's not the right one? Well, you'll find out when you go tour it and you go, ooh, they don't have 3-phase power. Ooh, they don't, the zoning doesn't allow that, whatever. But the fact is you get really good at making that decision and taking action right away. Okay. So with all that being said, you might ask the question of, what if I take too fast an action? It's a wrong or imperfect action. What if I didn't take my time to do this? Well, number one, you'll know what to do or not to do next time. What's not working, do less of it. What's working, do more of it. Number two, you're going to find out that you need to adjust your map or your GPS along the way. Okay, well, guess what? This permitting situation in opening a business or something is going to take 2 months, not 1 month. But I started the process today, because if I wait 2 months going, well, permitting is going to take 2 months, so I'm just going to wait to start creating my marketing till then. Well, then you're 2 months behind. So get going. Okay. All right, I know I'm pushing a little this morning, but you know what I'm talking about here. It's because I love y'all. I want you to do great. I can guarantee if you take the right, slight, or even wrong direction action, that something will occur as opposed to taking no action, or I can almost guarantee nothing will occur, or you will go backwards, or nothing will happen. Would you rather take action and learn and grow? Or would you rather have nothing happen and let your dream die? When you're on your deathbed, guys, what's going to matter most? The steps you took, the adventures you had, the things you succeeded at, the things you stubbed your toe and said, oh my God, did I screw up? Or are you going to remember the things you could have done, should have done, and go, oh my God, I wish I had more time? In my brain, my world, I'm going to say I think it would be best to take the actions, have the experience, rather than go, wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. When you're going, you're going. We're here for a limited amount of time. You ready to join me on a journey? All right, let's review what we learned real quick. Okay, remember over the past few days, you need the dream or the idea. It's got to be compelling. Guys, I have courses on this stuff and that. I mean, I could talk for hours, literally. Okay, and you need a map or GPS. I've got ways to do that really are kind of proven to help you track. Take immediate action. Boom, boom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or come up with a saying. It takes 5 seconds or something magical about that 5 seconds that it's just before your brain can talk you out of it. So don't get into a 10-minute dissertation because your chances of taking the action are going to go. Now, it doesn't mean you don't do the research first. See, that's the thing. You might say, oh, I want to open a business. Well, you don't immediately go, okay, I'm in business. You file your LLC, your corporation, whatever, and then go, well, what am I going to do? I don't know what that name means. I called it Lou Incorporated. Well, that might be great if anybody knows who Lou is, or Joe, or Sam, or Donna, or Tennille. I don't know. You know, the fact of the matter is you might do some research and go, okay, this is the business I want to go into. Boom, now I'm filing the LLC. I got the perfect name, or you know what, if you don't have the perfect name, you can always do a corporate name change. Not too much fun, a little bit of paperwork, but doable. Trust me, been through it. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to use one of my best little comments in all the years I've been an auctioneer. This one pops out of my mouth a lot. Give it a green, give it a go. Tomorrow we're going to learn, give it a green, give it a go. And we're going to understand what that means. Guys, live with faith, energy, passion. Always live your dreams. It's Coach Lou signing off. Ciao for now. See you on the next roundabout. Have a great day.
Ready to take it to the next level? Tune in to XLR8Life.com for our live shows, encore presentations, life-changing courses, and live coaching with Coach Lou himself. As Coach Lou always says, live with faith, energy, love, passion, and always live your dream.